so given the graphs of the functions f and g below, and the function h is 2f minus g, find each of these derivatives. Okay, they're going to ask us to find h prime of negative 2, h prime of 5, h prime of 1.5, h prime of 1. Well, let's go ahead and just find h prime first, okay? So h prime, I'll write it in black up here, is going to be h prime, so 2f prime minus g prime. I think that's pretty straightforward, fairly common sense, and this goes back to stuff that was on the front side of the paper, where basically I have a constant multiple. I'm subtracting functions, so I just subtract their derivatives. It's what I'm doing, okay? Common sense. You've done it. Now we're just formalizing it and putting in different representations. So we're going to find each of these derivatives. H prime of negative 2, well, let's switch to green. I don't write with red much, do I? I feel like I'm shouting at you if I write in red. That would be 2f prime of negative 2 minus g prime of negative 2. What I'm doing is I'm taking a negative 2 and I'm just plugging it in right here. And we're going to continue to work this out. So 2f prime of negative 2. All right, let's find out what f prime of negative 2 is. This is what it's not. Negative 2, oh, it's 2. No. And here's why not. Sorry, I just shouted at you. This will be writing in red. F prime of negative 2 is the slope of the function at negative 2. That's worth writing in red. This little piece right here is the slope of f at x equals negative 2. Same thing here. This is the slope of g at x equals negative 2. I'm going to write that one. I'm not going to write it over and over for each problem, but it's that idea. This is the slope of g at x equals negative 2. So negative 2 is right here. The slope is negative 1, down 1 over 1. So we have 2 times negative 1 minus, okay. What's the slope at negative 2 on the g function? Okay, well, let's see. If I wanted to go from any point to any other point, I'd go like up 2 and over 1. So rise over 1 would be 2. And that gives me negative 2 minus 2, which is negative 4. Okay, I think we can do the rest of these fairly easily. Let's not switch colors. Don't want to shout at you or anything. 2f prime of 5 minus g prime of 5. All right, f prime of 5. What's the slope at 5? Well, the slope at this 5, well, this is a line. And so the slope of this piece of the line is 1/2. 1/2, okay? Minus g prime of 5. Well, that's just 0. 2 times 1/2, it's just 1. There we go. All right. Yay, fun stuff. One and a half. The slope at 1.5. That puts us on this segment. This segment has a slope of negative 1. So 2 times negative 1. And subtract g prime of 1.5. 1.5 has a slope, well, slope, 1.5 is there. We're dealing with this segment. This segment has a slope of 0, negative 2. All right, one more. Okay, things are about to fall apart, trust me here. The slope of the f function at 1 is negative 1, so we're here at the situation we have 2 times negative 1 minus, okay, I'm about to just abandon it and walk away. The slope of g at 1. The slope of g at 1. The function is continuous. Yay for us, but it's not differentiable. The slope coming in here is 2. The slope coming out of there is 0. The slope from the left doesn't match the slope of the right. Therefore, g prime of 1 does not exist. It is, well, I could say it's undefined. So I'm going to just do something I ought not do. And I'm just going to say undefined. Because we had negative 2 here minus undefined. Oh, just it's undefined. That's what it is.